Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is David. This is David K Reacts, and today I'm giving myself my reactor Christmas present to myself, which is I'm going to react to the ACCA Top 10 video games by VoicePlay. This is very much my oeuvre. I am a big video gamer. My day job is I am a video game designer, specifically geared towards narrative design, and this I spotted in my recommendations when I did my anniversary recording of the two ACCA Top 10s then, and I figured I wanted to leave it for a recording of its own, and I decided I'd just have some fun. This is one of two videos, hopefully, if all goes to plan, coming out today. This is my gift to myself, and my gift to my followers is going to be the other video, which is something that has been ardently requested for this season, so I hope you enjoy that. And so yeah, I wanted to dig into this one. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Welcome to my channel, that's where I was going, and welcome back if you've been here before. To give you a rough idea, I would basically watch the whole video through uninterrupted and then go back and watch again with pauses. For the ACCA Top 10s, it's a little bit less of an analysis and a bit more of a discussion of each choice. But I still do a little analysis, and I will maybe comment on other things if I hear something that I think is particularly interesting. Please do like this video if you enjoy, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I don't know how close I am to my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year because I'm recording this several days in advance, over a week in advance actually, just to make sure I can keep to my schedule. But hopefully I'm getting close, and if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, please, I would love it if you would subscribe, even if you don't hit the notification bell, just to help me towards my goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be fantastic. And if you feel so inclined, you can head over to buymeacoffee.com/David K Reacts and donate to help the channel. And every donation that I receive until the end of January 2023, I'm going to donate 50% off to the PTSD Association of Canada. Okay, ACCA Top 10 video games. Let's have a look at this video. Straight away, I realized I should do this. I did this last time for the 80s cartoons. I started trying to guess what was going to be in there. I'm guessing Pokemon because of Tony's hat. Atari. Ellie's wearing an Atari t-shirt. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be. That's a very wide field. Mega Man, maybe? Yes, I could see Mega Man being in there. Elle's wearing a Mega Man t-shirt. No idea for Lane and Jeff. Obviously, Super Mario in the background. That seems like a logical one. If they're going with the classics, this was 7 years ago. Sonic the Hedgehog. Mario. Zelda. Legend of Zelda. Something from Legend of Zelda. Probably the overworld theme. Final Fantasy would make sense. I would like that. That's my favorite series of games. I know they've done Halo since, so maybe Halo. That would make sense. It was kind of 7 years ago. It was kind of the middle of Halo fever, right? I don't know what else. Okay, well, we'll see. Those are my guesses. We'll see how right I am about those. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun, I think. Nice sound effects, Lane. Thank you. Straight out the gate. Okay. Right, they sing the name. Ah, that's cute. Oh, Angry Bird. That makes sense. That makes sense for the time, for sure. Pokemon, yep. Oh, nice, I like this. Oh, okay. Minecraft.
Oh my god, what is this? These guys are really acapella-ing, aren't they? Oh, watch out, pig! Punching the pig!
Number 6.
Yes, thank you. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, I can get behind this. Oh, Skyrim. Of course! Tetris. Of course Tetris. Oh, Mortal Kombat makes it. Okay, okay, okay.
Victory.
There we go. Checks out. Nice. Oh, the breakdown. Oh my goodness. That's so good. Oh. Tony just eating Doritos. Oh, and I'm still laughing about Palm.
This was a triumph.
Oh, bonus song.
I'm making a note here, huge success.
Yes.
For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the
Oh, this is
science
great.
gets done and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive.
How long is this? Oh, okay, that's it. Cute. That was quite... Have they done Still Alive? That was quite long. Hang on a second. This needs to be discovered. They've... Okay. There's going to be a bonus in this video. Double Christmas present to me. They did Still Alive. But before we get to that, let's go back to the... Oh my goodness, this was such a good medley. That's the couple of pieces of music in there I actually didn't know so well. I'll talk about that when I get to them. But wow, this was fun. I love these Aka top 10s. They kind of, this one again arranged by Jeff Anlane, and it gives a lot of flexibility for different styles and being able to show off different techniques of their vocal ability. I wonder when the last one of these they did was. I'd love them to do one now, because they've all, they've clearly, they've been doing this for 7 more years since this video. They've all become, while amazing here, they're even more technically proficient now, and I would love to hear the evolution if they did one more recent. I know the Broadway was 4 years ago? Or was that the 80s cartoons? One of them was, yeah, Broadway was 8 years ago, 80s cartoons was 4 years ago. I wonder if they've done more recent than that. I'll have to check. Anyway, back to the beginning of this one. I love this sound effect of the drink. So, yes, I'm going to react to Halo at some point in time when I get to it. My list is still exhaustively long between VoicePlay and Home Free and Jeff. Now I've added Pentatonics. I've had more. I'm still only a few days into that video being out, and I'm already getting lots of recommendations for them. Sabaton will have come out by now. So will The Hound and the Fox. So I don't know how long my list is going to be now. Halo is very close. Musical theatre and video games are kind of... They're the ones I really want to get to. And Disney. Those are sort of the 3 topics that are close to my heart. And so I want to get to them quickly, but I also want to make sure I'm doing a fair spread of the work. So it's there. I will get to it. fairly traditional with the exception of singing the title of the game, which is great. We're total tangent, but since GoldenEye, that's the only game I've ever been any good at playing split screen. I don't know why, just I say that because they have split screen featured here. That's great. I love they get a great momentum going behind that. It's great you have that the very kind of chant like singing at the beginning. I love it. It sounds great with their harmonies, and then you have sorry to everybody for the freeze frame expressions. I just saw Tony's in particular. They have that lovely chant singing at the beginning, and then you really get into this driving beat. That's a really, really fantastic transition. I enjoy that. This is such a great piece of music. It's kind of got the Tetris thing going. Like it's just really catchy, and it's an earworm once it gets into your mind. I will definitely be singing this for a while. I never played a huge amount of Angry Birds. I played a little bit of it, but even a small amount was enough to get this tune stuck in my head. I really like what they've done. This is a great arrangement. It's fun hearing it done with voices. This takes me back. I think I had Pokemon Blue, if I remember correctly, back on the Game Boy Color. And I remember playing this. I really enjoyed playing this for hours. Having not had a gaming PC until a little later on, in sort of mid-teens, I guess. The Game Boy, and I had a PlayStation fairly early on, and an original NES. The games that lasted longer on there, like Pokemon, were the ones that I was always drawn to. I had a few Game Boy like platformers and stuff that you could beat in 2.5 hours, and that was it for the whole game. I was always a little let down by those, but these ones that had more meat to them, I dug into real hard, and Pokemon was great for that. I love the kind of breakdown beat that they've got there. That's really cool underneath that. This one's interesting to me. I can't remember a single piece of music from Minecraft, if I'm honest. I never dug in. I was never one of the 1,000-hour people who created these enormous castles and things. I probably put, I don't know, maybe a couple of 100 hours into it over several years. Excuse me. I'm just going to mute my mic. My apologies. But I never really got into it in a big way, and so the music just isn't in my mind. I for some reason, never paid that much attention to it. Sorry, I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm going to cough again. My apologies. I got a frog stuck in my throat, and it's not going anywhere. Yeah, anyway, I really enjoy this next piece of music. I can't recall it, to be honest.
Number 7. Oh my god, what is this? These guys are really a-cappella-ing, aren't they? Oh, watch out, pig! They're punching a pig!
Quote of the entire video. They're punching a pig! Yeah, I like that. There's a nice simplicity to that arrangement. That's cute. I will have to go and listen to Minecraft music to even get what they're referencing there, but I like it.
Number 6, Final Fantasy. Number 5.
I would totally listen to a Final Fantasy game that was entirely scored by these guys. That's great. The main theme of Final Fantasy is it's one of those pieces of music that has never really left, it's just there. I love that. It's just such an epic score. All the Final Fantasy games have great music, but this is one of those pieces of music that has just always stood out. Final Fantasy VII was one of the first games that really introduced me to big stories in gaming, so I've always had a soft spot for it. I also think the world is just really cool and the character building's really interesting. But I remember my best friend back in the UK, Charlie, brought the game over to me, and he'd been talking to me about it on the phone for weeks at that point, and he brought his PlayStation over and brought the game over, and we played it. And the first thing I noticed was that my conceptions of the things he'd been talking about were totally wrong. Like, he was talking about the plate in Midgar, and in my mind it was like a geological formation, and it's actually part of the city and things like that. Then I noticed how cool the game was, and about 5 seconds later I started listening to the music, and I never turned back. Like, video game music, that's the moment for me that video game music became a thing. This was released when I was 12, so I guess I was probably 13 when I was playing it. And since that point in time, I've been fascinated with video game music as a whole. It's such a cool genre. They've gone from the complete contrast of having so many limitations early on that the music, the melody had to be so intricate and so clear because there were only 2 other notes allowed to be played, and one of them was probably a percussion sound, and the other one had to be the harmony, and you had to work within those restrictions. To nowadays, where you have these gargantuan, epic orchestral and choral sounds that you can get, and it's being fully treated as a respected music medium now. If you ever get the opportunity, if either the Distant Worlds or a New World Final Fantasy concerts come somewhere near you, do yourself a favor and go and see them, because my goodness, they are good. I saw a New World actually for my birthday this year. It came to Toronto, and I went and saw that, and it's been updated with all the new stuff. That's the chamber version, or close to chamber version of the concert, and then Distant Worlds is the full orchestral version. They're both fantastic. Highly recommend. This is another one I can't comment on that much. I played the living daylights out of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, but Skyrim, I got it for my Xbox 360 back in the day, and my console refused to play it. It would stick on loading animations within 5 minutes of me turning it on. And I got so sick of it, I haven't even bought it, even though I have a full gaming rig now. Maybe I'll dig into it at some point, because I know the story's great, and I probably should do. But yeah, I never got into it, so I don't know the piece of music. But again, I love the arrangement. I love what they're doing with it. It's fantastic. Okay, I mean, I suspect most people know the Tetris theme, even if they've never played a video game in their life. I love here that you have, at the beginning of that, Tony and Ellie doing these going on while Earl is whistling the tune over the rhythm section beneath. That's a really cool arrangement, and it's not a way I've heard this theme before, and I really, really like it. And then we go into this great 3-part whistling trio as both the percussion and the bass get more involved. This is such a cool arrangement. This is the one that for me is most like left field in terms of what I was expecting if you'd said there's a piece of Tetris music in this video. Obviously I'd have known the piece you were referring to, but I certainly wouldn't have expected the arrangement to sound like this. This is great. Whoa! That was Lane! Finish him was Lane. I did not see that. I assumed that I was... One of the downsides of having gigantic screens is it makes watching everybody in a video like this really difficult, because there's so much split between where I'm looking. I assumed that was Jeff that said finish him, but that was Lane. That's awesome. Also, the Mortal Kombat theme is fantastic. Was it in the early games? I don't remember when it came... I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It's a fantastic piece of music. I know this was used in the movie. I honestly can't remember the game music. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game for a very long time. But yeah, this is awesome. I didn't see Al covering his eyes. That's great. I love that you have that fairly traditional presentation of the Zelda theme before we now go into this much more electronic version. This is really cool. This, of course, is an iconic piece of music. There's that eternal debate between Zelda and Mario of which is the more memorable piece of music. I'm on Team Mario personally. I never played an awful lot of Zelda. Excuse me. I don't know why. Epic RPGs should appeal to me. But for some reason, the various Zelda games just haven't really been on my radar as much. I'm playing Breath of the Wild at the moment. But I do love this piece of music. I personally hold Mario slightly higher. And actually, being me, I also hold Final Fantasy a little higher. But there is no denying that this is probably one of the most influential pieces of music in video game history. Certainly in making more people start to realize that you could do more with music in video games. That's such a great arrangement. I really, really like that. Going a little more electronic, having a little more activity in what they're doing, changing it up from the first iteration of that. You've got these great kind of like these changes of tone coming from Jeff. I want to listen to a little bit of that once more because there's a lot going on here. I love that it's just you get that note from Jeff and then the trio fills in the next chords, but they're separate from each other. It's almost like a call and response type thing. That's a really cool effect. It's an awesome piece of arranging done here. Who? I can't even see. Oh, it's Jeff. Who's the first one? Oh, Lane. Okay. Jeff can't keep a straight face. This, I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this to be in there. This is brilliant. Oh dear. I guess insofar as Pong has a soundtrack, this would have been it. Oh my goodness. So funny. I've played Pong, and I can't imagine playing a game that doesn't have music and sound effects. Even if it is rudimentary. This is great. I remember, this brings to mind, there was an article on Screw Attack back when that was a thing, where they literally, and of course this was with the original arrangement for the NES, but their logic was, they did it was like their top 50 video game music, and this was number 1, and they literally said you can hear this much and you already know what the piece of music is. Doubly so when you have the sort of drum thing going underneath and the sound of an NES. But that chord is now synonymous with the intro to this piece of music, and it's testament to how impactful that is, that people who have never never played video games before will, even if they don't know what the music is, they will recognize that chord sequence. Especially if you then go on and play that much of it. And people will go da 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 da, even if they don't know what the piece of music is. It's amazing. What a legacy. All of the music in this video, but specifically these sort of top 2 or 3. What a legacy they've left. Tony's just not participating in this one at all. I saw him eat the Doritos later. I didn't realize he was drinking too. Wow, that's high notes there for, I guess Earl and Ellie are up there. Those are high. Yes. I love it when Lane goes you know, starts creating more electronic sounds, he'll do something like he does in the Wicked one as well, the Wicked arrangement. Just those cool kind of type thing. I have no idea how to My only problem with this arrangement is they hit the flag so soon that we don't hear more of it. Also, impressed, you get the sound of the flag, you get the sound of the coins adding to the score, and then you get the sound of the fireworks afterwards. That's impressive. Oh, sorry, the time adding to the score. That's really cool. I really, really like that. Well played, folks. That's a really, really good medley. Some great songs, or great tunes, rather. Really well arranged. And I'm going to go on to my own little bonus surprise for myself. Because VoicePlay did Still Alive, and I am here for it. I just need to mute these commercials and get through them, because, again, not a premium account. Oh my goodness, they did Still Alive. I am here for this. So let's have a look at any information before we go into this. Okay, Jeff's arrangement. Ellie videoed it. Mixed by Paul Kaleka and Lane. Part work animation by Jeff Thatcher. Not Jeff Castellucci. Set design by R. Ed Seat. Red Seat? Is that actually somebody's name, or is that a joke? I'm not sure. Prop master, Dancing Crazy Psycho Apron Jeff. What? Does Jeff dance in this? Okay, I'm here for it. Okay, so here's a surprise bonus video for this recording of VoicePlay singing Still Alive from the credits of Portal. If you haven't played this game, I think the statute of limitations is well and truly done, but I would also say you kind of owe it to yourself to play through it and hear this in context, rather than necessarily just springing into this if this is your first time hearing it. I imagine most people watching this have seen this video before, but this song is utterly brilliant, particularly given where it comes in the game. Anyway, here we go.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center.
They've all got Aperture!
Triumph.
Yes.
I'm making a note here, a huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Wait, what? Two Jeffs?
Aperture Science.
Is this Crazy Psycho Dancing Apron Jeff?
We must, because we can. For the good of all of us.
Oh, this is
except the
gorgeous.
ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying.
What's going
till
on?
you run
Oh,
out
making
of
cake.
cake.
He's making cake!
Science gets
But the cake's a lie.
to make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. Oh, I'm being so sincere.
Oh, that harmony! Oh, wow.
Even though you broke my heart and killed me.
Excuse me.
And tore me to pieces. And tore me to pieces. And threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line. And we're out.
Oh, this is so good.
We're releasing on time. I'm so glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are.
Oh, I like that.
People who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me.
That's good.
Prefer to stay inside. Maybe
Oh, those harmonies. Wow.
someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa.
That's using auto-tune for a good
That
purpose.
was a joke. Haha. Fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not
Is he putting pepper in a cake?
Research to be done on the people who are still alive. Believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. Still alive.
Oh, that's good.
Still alive. Still alive.
Yes.
Oh, I am still alive.
Oh, it's the cantina theme from the game. That's great. Yes, the cake is alive.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our version of Still Alive from Portal. Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. If you liked our cover of it, make sure to hit the like button, give us a subscribe. If you really like it, check us out on Patreon. We can support great content like this all the time. Every single contribution certainly helps. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all the places.
Get the sheet music for free. You can get our website.
For free?
Actually,
Free.
For frizzle.
All links.
I wonder if that's still there.
Make sure you subscribe. He said that already. But I said 3, 2, 1. See you next time.
I didn't know you could get a plushy turret.
How do I live?
Oh, no, spoilers. Okay, so apparently I missed... There was one video where Earl talked after the spoilers. Okay, looks like I'm not going to have that. Okay. I am living for that arrangement. Oh my goodness, that was good. Ah, I'm so glad I did this now. I literally looked up Still Alive on a whim just because it was so much longer at the end of the Aka Top 10 video. I was like, I wonder. And they did it, and that's funny. This is also where I'm really glad I do this double watch thing, because I spent half of that watching Crazy Psycho Dancing Apron Jeff, whatever he's called. Because he's really funny, and I kept losing track. I mean, some of the unexpected, like where they've really changed the arrangement, were amazing and caught me off guard, and so I paid attention to them more. But then Crazy Psycho Dancing Apron Jeff kept distracting me. So we're going to go back and watch this again, and I'm going to try and pay a little more attention to the singing. But also, this is great, and I really love... They've done a couple of... There's a slightly tricky bit of editing in this, because second Jeff keeps walking behind Lane. And it's one thing to put somebody into a video. That's not too complicated. Putting somebody into a video when they walk in front of or behind someone else is... Oops, throwing my phone on the floor. Is significantly harder because you have that other person to work around. I'm curious now how they did this. Ironically, from a video perspective, it probably would have been easier to record Crazy Psycho Dancing Jeff with the group and record Singing Jeff separately, because he doesn't really move much. He'd be much easier to fit in. But I don't know, is that how they did it? Anyway, whatever. This is awesome. Let's go again. Ow. There we go.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center.
If you haven't played the game, that is the voice of the AI who guides you through the game. That song was kind of a spoiler in and of itself, but I'm going to put a great big spoiler warning here for about the next 20 seconds. So if you have any interest in playing a brilliant and hilarious science fiction puzzle game, skip the next 20 seconds starting now. The AI is also a psychotic serial killer, effectively, who's trying to kill you throughout the entire game, and she also sings this song at the end of the game after you have just attempted to destroy her. Okay, spoilers over. I'll probably put something up to keep that indication up for anyone who does actually genuinely want to skip them. I feel at this point in time, if you haven't played the game, you're probably not going to, but nevertheless, I like to make sure that things are covered. Anyway.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note.
Right, so the original is what is just the voice and guitar. So actually, this is immediately completely different, having that vocal line just stand on its own. And I actually love having the echo just fade out in the background. That's great.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, a huge success. It's hard to
And they've obviously used some auto-tune on Ellie at various points, maybe the whole way through this video, I'm not sure. I wonder if they've replicated, because I think it is available online to see, they've replicated the techniques that were used on the voice of the person who sang this in the first place, because I know a bunch of post-processing was added to create a very robotic-sounding voice. I wondered if they've mimicked some of that, or if they're just kind of using some auto-tune and leaving it mostly at that, obviously reverb and blah, blah, blah. But I don't remember, I looked this up 10, 12 years ago, what they actually did to create that voice, and I just remember reading all of it, but not really taking it in at the time. So
They're a huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
I love that both Jeffs come in at once, by which I mean singing Jeff starts singing and Crazy Psycho Dancing Jeff enters the scene. It's just, that's a nice touch that he brings himself in with a music cue.
Aperture science.
Oh, and timing with the chorus singing the R. That's great.
Satisfaction.
Oh, that's nice too. The blop 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 blop. Lots of deliberately electronic sounding stuff in this, which is great because that's exactly what the song should have.
Aperture science. We do what we must because we can.
So they're fundamentally mimicking the guitar part at this point, up to there anyway. That's a really nice touch because it's familiarity. Anyone who knows the song immediately recognizes that. I say that I think it's the same as the guitar part. It's certainly triggering that thought in my head. It's close if it's not the same.
Do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us.
Oh, that's really nice. The good of all. The change there.
For the good of all of us, except the ones
That's
who
just
are
nice.
dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the sun.
Nice. There's just some really nice bits of timing there. Lane pointing at the cake as Ellie sings the word cake.
You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive.
Also nice, you just have that the very, very simple beatboxing of sort of the. It's very gentle. It's not intrusive. It's giving plenty of room for him to increase it as we move into this next section. I really like. As always, it's a Jeff arrangement. Of course, it's going to build well. It's really nice. And it's nice hearing it in this song, which does have a build to it. But I think the number of builds in this is greater, I think, if I remember the song correctly.
Gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. Oh, I'm being so sincere right now.
I love having that upper harmony added in there. That's great, because Ellie's still singing the tune. Elle's part isn't in the original. That's a really nice harmony.
Oh, I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me.
Is that Lane singing?
Broke my heart and killed me. Even though you broke my heart.
He's obviously beatboxing in the video, but I'm wondering if that's him singing underneath Ellie. It would make sense for the sort of natural pitching of their voices. If so, that's really nice. If it's not Lane, please tell me who it is. My assumption would be Lane. Just because it sounds like a different vocal quality to Ellie and Elle. That harmony is so nice.
Even though you broke my heart and killed me. And tore me to pieces.
I like that. Again, we're just having these nice little change-ups there. That you have that beatbox drop out for the fourth beat of every bar, and I think Jeff's about to go into a slightly different rhythm as well. We're just changing everything up all the time.
And killed me. And tore me to pieces. And tore me to pieces.
Right.
Threw every piece into a fire.
I love how much Crazy Dancing Psycho Apron Jeff just steals the show for a minute with that. To the point they're all distracted by it.
And tore me to pieces. then tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're
And now we've got a different chorus accompaniment. We've got this ah, 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 ah. I know those aren't the notes, but that it's such a nice change because we are getting a different texture to the singing right now, which is just consistent throughout this arrangement. This is so nice.
now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta. We're releasing on time. I'm so glad I got burned. Think
Woo!
of all the
I didn't realize how high Earl had gone. I'm glad I got burned. That's real high. I did not hear that first time around. Goodness me.
we're releasing on time. I'm so glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are, for the people who are, for the people who are still alive.
That's nice too. That does not happen in the original song. That for the people who are happening 3 times over. That's a really nice change. Allows for a little bit more sort of messing around with the voices a little. I also like everyone's freezing as that happens. I also just realizing the Aperture sort of jumper is almost the same color as the cupboards behind, and I realize it's allowing Psycho Jeff to slightly disappear at times, just because he's blending a little bit into the wood. That's kind of awesome.
Learn, think of all the things we learned for the people who are, for the people who are, for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave.
Did they freeze frame Psycho Jeff for a second there when he's biting whatever it is? He's obviously not making a cake because the cake is a lie, and plus he's making a blaster of sorts. But he's absolutely stock still for a second.
For the people who are still alive. Go ahead.
Yeah, whereas like you see Lane blink, for example. I was just looking at him that time around. Did they freeze
For
him?
the people
Or is he just really good at standing still?
alive. Go ahead and leave me.
He might just be that good at standing still. That's great. And now this, oh my lord, this next section, the harmony.
Are still alive. Go ahead and leave me.
Ooh.
I think I prefer to stay inside.
Oh, the closeness of that harmony is amazing. Earl's line, staying on notes while everybody else is moving.
I think I prefer
I think I prefer. Prefer is 2 different chords for the guys underneath.
to stay
And then ter is also there.
inside.
Oh.
Maybe you'll find someone else to help you.
Oh, firstly, like I said while I was watching this through, that auto-tune is so good because it gives him such a robotic sound, which is perfect for the song. And then listen to the harmony.
To help you. Maybe
It's like it begins as a bell chord and then turns into them actually singing "Help You." That's so lovely. That's a really nice choice.
Black Mesa. That was a joke. Haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking.
It's so delicious and moist, and underneath the vocals are going ha ha, like they know they know it's a joke. Sorry, excuse me, having to pause again for one more second. My apologies about that. I think I might finally have cleared my throat. Anyway, I'm just going to go back a second because I've forgotten what I was saying.
Cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me.
Oh, right. Them, yes, in case that didn't take, I'm just going to repeat myself. I love that the chorus part, the harmony part there is just doing this ha, 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 because ultimately the cake is a lie. So calling it delicious and moist is, of course, a joke because there isn't a cake. That's a really nice touch.
Still talking when there's science to do.
Again, this upper harmony. Look at me, still talking when there's science to do. It's such a good harmony line. Lane's is awesome too. I'm not hearing it as evidently just because I'm having to focus more to hear it, and I don't want to keep going back. But Earl's is just sailing over the top, and it sounds so good.
And moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you.
Oh wow, Lane's line. I'm gonna keep saying Lane because I'm assuming it's him. Lane's line travels a bunch. That's really effective. I didn't realize how much he was moving around. That's not your average kind of middle line. That's really moving. I like that.
I've experiments to run, there is research to
Oh, wow. That note from Jeff there.
speak, glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to
251. I've been talking about it a bunch, and that's what that is. Dum, dum, dum is what you're hearing there. That's really nice there.
makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run, there is research to be done on the people who are still alive.
Oh, that whole line from Jeff is really great. I need to go back and listen to everything else. I just got caught on that. He moves a bunch there. I really like that.
Research to be done on the people who are still alive. Believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still
I love Psycho Jeff doing the robot. And then also walking down the stairs, kind of.
alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. Still alive.
That harmony, that set of progressions right there. That da 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 da. Oh, that's good.
Feel fantastic and I'm still alive. Still alive. Still
That is so effective. Totally not in the original, and a really great addition. I like that.
and I'm still alive. Still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
And then you hear it, but slightly quieter. It's a little bit more reserved that time. But did I just hear Lane add in like a fill right at the end of it? Yes, nice little fill. And then you get that, oh, I am, that sort of almost glottal ending there, going back into it again. And then it's, oh, this is really nice. What a great ending. Also nice, they've mixed two sounds there. There's the sound, that sort of sound is in the game. There are these orbs that move around, and you often have to guide them into a lock to open it. And when they fire, that's the sound they make. But then over the top of it, I'm not quite sure what that second sound is. Is that in the game, or is that something they've made up? But it's just really cool. Oh, I see. See, of course, it's the cut. That's interesting. So my assumption was what happened was when he fired the shot, they froze frame quickly. The other four, well, the three, because Jeff wouldn't be there as well, all ran out of shot, and then this one carried on moving. What's interesting is he's still in the shot with the cut, which makes me wonder if maybe Singer Jeff was filmed separately. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for this Jeff to freeze frame. That's interesting. And you hear like the Canteen Samba version or whatever it is playing in the background. That's in the game whenever you see a radio often. Yes, the cake is alive. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Well played, VoicePlay. I love that arrangement. That was so much fun. I'm so glad I tripped across it purely by like accident guesswork. Bonus extra video game content for me. I'm happy. I really enjoy it. I think they've kept 100% to the spirit of the original, but they've really made it their own, changing the melody a little bit, or like the adding a lot of harmony in places, and just stretching it to make it more voice play. And that is so well done. How long ago was this? I'm curious now. 2016. So I guess they did this about, when was the previous? This is August 2016. That was February 2015. So about a year and a half after they filmed the Aka Top 10. Obviously, they were thinking about it at the time. This is great. I loved it. Well played. I'm definitely going to go back and listen to that 10 more times right now. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm not going to let it run too long. But I did just want to say thank you for still being here if you are, and for watching this with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please go down, hit the like and subscribe buttons and the notifier. If you want to head over to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts. That would be great. And I would love it if you would help me get towards my 1,000 subscriber goal. If I'm not there already, if by chance I'm there by the time this goes up, fantastic. I'd love you to add to my numbers anyway. But that is my goal for the end of the year. Alrighty, thank you very much, as I say. Please do check out my other video dropping today, fingers crossed. That has dropped, and both of these are going out on the same day at slightly different times, probably. I don't know, I'll figure that out as I go. But enjoy, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, and have a very happy holiday.